Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Tiff, and if you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, hey, welcome back. I wanted to revisit my planner and journaling system. I made a video the last time and basically had a whole different setup. This setup is a little different, especially for my work planner. So what I want to do is I want to go through all three, planner, journal, and work planner, to show you just what it's different. But I'm going to do them in all separate videos. So this is the stack, but what we're going to do is we're going to start with the work planner. Now, if you remember before, this was my work planner. This is an Archer and Olive. It is the famed fairy journal that I just have in the clear glitter cover, and it's basically a custom planner. And as you can see, I just basically draw out everything myself. So I do monthlies for each month. Say this is May, and I draw in the monthly calendar, and then I do weeklies for each one. For the most part, my color scheme is always some form of a neutral for the most part. And there's one for each month. The problem I was having is this is the planner. Now, aside from my planner for work, I was carrying around this. I cannot even get it in the screen. And I could make it bigger for you guys and zoom out, but I mean, what's the point? As you can see, this is like larger than letter size. This is a tool notebook, and I liked it just because it's disc and it was customizable of where I could keep the pages if I needed to move some things around. But it's a behemoth. I'm like, okay, this is just insane. So I'm like, I've got to figure out a better system. So what I did was I came up with this beauty right here. This is Jane's Agenda, cover, dashboards, and dividers. Initially, a lot of what's in here, I started off with Happy Planner. Like these discs were from Fitness Happy Planner notebook, and that just didn't work for me well. I've got to come up with a different setup for my fitness journal. But I went ahead and kept the disc, and there are a few what would look like dashboards in here from the fitness planner, but the only reason they're in here is because on the flip side of that page is maybe part of a calendar or something that I required for in here. But let's just go ahead and take a look at how this is set up. So number one, Jane's Agenda. So this is my first time purchasing from them, and I love it. This kind of a hard plastic laminated cover, I just really like it. I love it layered on top of the roses. Very nice and feminine. Here's another dashboard, and as you can see, I have it paper clipped to see the calendar here. And the reason why is because this comes with the 2022 and 2023 calendar, which was in that fitness planner. But on the opposite side, I just didn't really need that because it says fitness edition. So I basically just, let's just put this back on here. Paper clipped it together so we don't have to see that. But in the front, we have 2022 and 2023, year at a glance. And again, this is fairly new. So I've started using it within the last week or two. So there's not a whole lot in here just yet because this is, like I said, pretty much fairly new to me. I have another paper clip here because on the back of this is the, let's go ahead and take this off, monthlies by day, and I don't use them this way. You know, I just, that's not helpful to me. So I paper clip those, as well as this is the back of it. I just didn't need it. So I paper clipped it until we could see another dashboard. Then starts the first divider, which I used my Dymo, gosh, I lost my train of thought, tape here. And I basically put calendar, meeting notes, and tickets. I work in IT, so we work off of tickets. If someone has a complaint or an issue, they submit a ticket. And so I have notes on each one, and we'll get to that one in just a second. So for the calendar, again, this is one that I probably should have paper clipped. Let's go ahead and do that now, because I just don't want to see that extra dashboard. But this is the month of October, and behind each month are the weeklies. And that works for me. So those 2 pages were already in use, but as you can see, and I apologize for the glare once again, this came from the fitness planner. So it had like meal plan and everything down here, and I don't really need that. So what I did was I just put a little whiteout tape here, and I utilized the today section for any meetings and the times, anything I'm specifically focused on, and all of my to-dos will go here. So that would be the month of October. And here we have, once again, what came out of the fitness planner. But then it goes into the month of November and the same layout. And I've gone ahead and whited out those sections that I don't need. The next divider would be meeting notes. So pretty much what I was doing was having, like, I would utilize my OneNote on my computer or in a separate notebook. So I had my planner. I had a notebook that any actual work that I was doing, I would write all of my notes in a separate notebook. And any meeting notes, they kind of just fell everywhere. So in this system, now I have a calendar where I can use as a planner. And then I have my section for meeting notes. We'll go ahead and bypass that. And all of this is just filler paper from Hobby Lobby for any meeting notes that I have. And I can still, keep up with these and rearrange them because it's on discs. And I really do like that for my work planner. I tried a 6-ring planner for work, and that didn't work for me, but a disc system works great. Then comes the tickets section. And by the way, I just really like having the white lettering on the tape here. I just really, really like that. It's not so bold. It's not so in your face, and it kind of just blends in with the decor here. Let's just go ahead and go past here. This is more filler paper from, actually, you know what? I said this filler paper was from Hobby Lobby. It was not. This was from Jane's Agenda. My apologies. This is the filler paper, generic filler paper from Hobby Lobby. And this is a larger section because this is what this is my work. This is like head to the ground, feet to the ground, hands to the ground, however the saying goes, filler paper. And then my last tab is for projects. And for each project would have its own individual tab that I will label when that project comes up. I just came off of a couple of them, so I don't have any others coming up right away. But when they do, then we'll label the label maker. I kept saying tape, label maker. I'll take my label maker, and with that white on clear tape, we'll label each of these here. And they just have filler paper in them at the moment as well. And then we have the same cover on the back. Now, one thing I will admit, I was not a fan of the disc from Happy Planner. They're just a plain plastic disc, and the pages don't turn as smooth. And I've never used a disc system really other than this, and then that bigger notebook, which was Tool. And actually those discs were a little bit smoother, but I'm thinking about investing in some of the metal discs to see if they turn more smoothly. If anyone has any suggestions on better discs to use so that the pages turn more smoothly, please leave me a note in the comments, because I would love to try something different. These I'm just not very impressed with. But what I do like is the fact that I can customize, I guess, this notebook. Meaning, if I write a note here and say I do a little bit more work 3, 4, 5 pages down, I can pull this out and put it back in a different section so that I can keep up with it. I'm not having to flip back and forth trying to find where I am. But yeah, this is my setup and I really like it. Number one, it's pleasing to the eye. And I don't know about you guys, but personally, if it's pleasing to the eye, I'm more apt to reach out for it and to actually use it. So what I do is I go and I plan my work day. At the end of the day, what do I need to do tomorrow? What do I need to start? What do I need to follow up on? When is something due? I go ahead and turn to that date for the next day. And so when I get up to work that morning, it is my notebook's laid out where I need it. And my eyes go straight to, okay, this is what I need to do. Because I can be quite the procrastinator, unfortunately. So anything that helps put me in focus so that I can get, be productive and get things done, is just, that's what I need. And personally, I just need a little aesthetic. I don't do a lot of decor when I'm planning. The outer decor is great, a little something here and there. I guess if I get bored, you might see a little bit of decor in here, but for the most part, this is functional. So, but yeah, this is my work planner. This is the newest setup. I'm really, really loving it. And I want you to stay tuned, because we will also go over the changes in the current journal and my current personal planner. So thank you guys for coming. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing and like. And if you have any comments, please leave them down at the bottom, and chat with you guys later. Bye.